What's happening, gang? It's your boy Retro back again with another reaction video. Yeah. Today we got another huge update, guys. This one coming from that corrupt state of New York. In that hush money case, we got Alvin Bragg, that corrupt district attorney, and that way far gone judge Juan Merchan, guys. We're seeing Donald Trump still out there in this update, dangling that bait in front of Juan Merchan's face, blast his mouth in front of the courtroom, still going against that gag order coming from that judge. We've already seen, Donald Trump get burned one time, getting a fine slapped on him by the judge, and also being held in contempt of court or threatened with it by Judge Juan Merchan. Now he's still dangling it out in front of his face, in this next update, saying that he wants to be, arrested by Juan Merchan to show the people, that this is a political case, and they're, trying to interfere with the 2024 election. I can't go out, and speak the truth, but we've got this guy, Michael Cohen, that attorney who can go on TikTok and blast me, day in and day out and make money for it, guys. I'm excited to get in this update, see exactly what Donald Trump has to say and what he's doing, to dangle that bait in front of Juan Merchan. So we're going to get straight into the update and I'll get my thoughts on the back end, guys. So definitely stick around until the end so I guys get my thoughts on the back end. And also, YouTube pushes this video out. Definitely stick around until the end, you guys. But yo, let's get straight into the update. Before we even do that, though, make sure you guys hit that like button for me and also hit that subscribe button, guys. We're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. Let's get into it, y'all.
Trump wants to go to jail. He hasn't said as much, but he's basically saying he went from Hillary, lock her up, to now he's saying, lock me up. He's threatening Merchan. Why? I believe it's because if Trump goes to jail, it will be the most iconic moment in presidential campaign history. I believe it will secure the election completely to make President Trump win, because it makes his case that the state, and again, if Judge Juan Merchan wasn't so corrupt, so obviously biased, so slimy, and these lawsuits weren't so bad, the Democrats might be able to have a case that, like, hey, Trump shouldn't be acting up in court. But because it is so obviously corrupt, that Trump is going to win the case in the public discourse of that he's being politically prosecuted, and that's going to put him in the White House. Remember Trump? Lock me up. Welcome to Doug in Exile. Here's Fox News.
Judge Merchan just said it's clear the $1,000 fine is not working. He said going forward, this court will have to consider a jail sentence.
What kind of lunatic slow man would Judge Merchan be if he thought a $1,000 fine would work against Trump, right? He's going, clearly it's not working. He didn't do this so it would work. This is a setup. It's always been a setup. You do not fine Trump $1,000. He blinks and he used up $1,000 worth of salary.
He then said, the last thing I want to consider is jail. You are a former president and possibly the next president, end quote.
Also fake concern by Merchan. We already know the reason why he's going after Trump is because he's presumably going to be the next president. So he's pretending like, oh, the last thing I'd want to do is put you in jail. What a lie. Totally just thinks he's saying that because he thinks we're stupid. No one should be that stupid to think that he's serious about that. The last thing I'd want to do is put you in jail. No, the last thing you'd want to do is put Trump in jail because Trump will win.
Why don't we just start right there? Because he's going to assess the gag order yet again. The gag order stays, but he'll assess the fine. So I think you're up to 10, 11, maybe 14 grand. I don't know. I lost count. Andy, go ahead.
Okay, now this is Andy McCarthy coming up here. Remember, just to set who Andy McCarthy is. He's one of my favorite political thinkers on the law. He was on the prosecution of the blind Sheikh Mohammed after 9/11. He's brilliant is what I like about him, and fair. Now, he's a never Trumper. Most important detail, guys, he's a never Trumper. And he's saying this is a witch hunt. This is all political. He has come around to agree with Trump. That is, he may not vote for him. That's not my care. My concern is that one of the highest legal minds that I respect has gone from disagreeing with Trump to coming around and basically saying, repeating what Trump has said, that this is political and a witch hunt.
Bill, as I said to you last week, if I were Trump, I basically bring in a check for 10 grand every Monday and just say whatever I want.
Never Trumper legal scholar Andy McCarthy telling Trump to defy the court, encouraging him to just disobey the judge and take his fine and pay it. I love this guy.
This is all politics at this point.
Okay, now that's the biggest one of all is if he, remember this, these are all legal scholars, guys. These are lawyers. These are judges. These are people who fight cases, and they're saying this court case is a mockery of our legal system. It's not justice. This is just politics. For him to admit that is to say our justice system is over in New York. That's Andrew McCarthy, not Trump, saying this is a witch hunt and this is a fraud and this is illegal. It's a legal scholar. And guys like Alan Dershowitz, people who care about the law, are coming out on Trump's side.
I don't think the judge, I mean, it's easy for me to say because he's not going to put me in custody, but I don't think the judge, because of the politics of this, it would be disastrous politics for the Democrats, for the judge to put former President Trump in jail over this.
Lock him up. Lock him up. Trump's over there going, lock me up. Yeah, because it would be a disaster for the Democrats. That's why Trump's going, he's pushing Merchan up against the wall. Huge win for Trump. For those of you guys not keeping score, Trump right now in this giant poker game, in this giant game of strategy, has Juan Merchan up against the wall because Juan wants to keep fining him $1,000. He knows it's not doing any good. And Trump's going, hey, sucker, how about I step it up a notch? How about you try to throw me in jail? That'd be the best day of Trump's life for that to happen because he only needs to win. Remember, 51% of America, do they think Trump is justifiably being prosecuted on this fake Stormy Daniels made up stretch of the law, illegal, with Mark Cohen being their biggest liar, confirmed liar, being their top witness? 51% of America is going to look at Trump in jail and say, this is political overreach. This is persecuting him because he is going to beat Biden.
So he'll continue to fine him. And as long as that's what it is, I think Trump should just pay the fine and otherwise say what he wants to say.
Yeah, defy the court, says Andrew McCarthy. I'm with you, buddy. But way to join the crunchy right. Thanks for joining us. Maybe now you'll figure out that it's time to vote for Trump. Just for your own political sake. You'll be hunted. See, they have to go through Trump to get to you, Andrew McCarthy. If you don't want to be jailed just for self-preservation, vote for Trump. That's my statement to all people on the right. Don't give me this, I can't vote for either candidate stuff. You're mentally impaired if you can't figure out the math by now what's going to happen, and you'll have it coming. If you don't, well, you can at least say, well, I tried to vote for Trump. Now, here's Juan Merchan this morning upping his threat to throw Trump in jail. This is the official release this morning, dated this morning. Therefore, defendant is hereby put on notice that if appropriate and warranted, future violations of its lawful orders will be punishable by incarceration. And it is hereby ordered that defendant pay $1,000 fine for his violation of this court's lawful order by the close of business court Friday, May 10th. That's coming up this Friday. And further ordered that if the offending statement has been posted to defendant's Truth Social account or his official campaign website, it is to be removed by 2:15 p.m. Monday, today. The foregoing constitutes the decision and order of the court. Signed, Judge Juan Merchan. He's threatening incarceration, and Trump's going to say, bring it on, boy. Boy, I hope he makes that mistake.
Yo, there we have it, guys. Coming from our friend Doug in Exile. I'll definitely be sure to leave that original video link down in the description box below for those who want to go over there and check that out. Also, you guys to go over there and show our friend Doug a bit of love. Oh my goodness, guys. This is too fun to watch. Donald Trump dancing in front of this guy, Juan Merchan, as, he has this gag order on the balance, and Donald Trump is just blatantly ignoring it, He is threatening Juan Merchan, enticing him to lock him up. He's like, throw me in jail. Please do it. That's, my last wish. That'll be the last and final straw that gets me elected in, seals the deal on my seat as president later on this year. Juan Merchan, we've already seen, what happened with that mugshot, Fani Willis over there in Fulton County, Georgia, where, that district attorney just insisted that we get Donald Trump on a mugshot, no matter if, all of America, all the world knows what this guy looks like. She just had to insist that we had to get that mugshot. And then we seen what followed after. There was an influx of support. Donald Trump grew in not only the polls, but on the streets. We seen folks from all types of different demographics. We've seen them from the left, from the right, especially on the left. I'll say a lot of, minorities, under 30 votes, people who could relate with Donald Trump, these political persecutions, political witch hunts, and charade cases. They could start to see straight through it and why, Donald Trump was saying that he was, a victim of the state, and he was saying the state was being weaponized against him. At first, no one believed him. They could understand what was going on until Fani Willis, insisted that they had to get that mugshot, and they seen Donald Trump being painted this picture as a criminal when he hadn't done anything wrong. Something that should have been basic level freedom of speech, guys, turned and blown into something that was so big by this rogue district attorney who had it out, had this vendetta to get a hit on Donald Trump. That's the same thing we're seeing here with Juan Merchan, where he's putting that gag order. He's letting that guy, Michael Cohen, that attorney, hop on TikTok and blast these lies out and get paid to do it. We haven't seen a gag order coming from him, but, that's because he's on the left, or he's on the side of Juan Merchan, spilling the beans or going against Donald Trump. But, Donald Trump comes out in front of the courtroom. He speaks the truth about what's going on and why they're really bringing about this case on him. He has to, deal with the repercussion and a back blow coming from Juan Merchan. Now he's paying, thousands on thousands of dollars because Juan Merchan doesn't want him to air out the truth about what's really going on behind the scenes on this case and really what's in front of everyone's eyes. And we can see straight through it. And that's why Donald Trump is trying to get him to take that final step, that final leap. Go ahead and slap the cuffs on me. You might as well, you already, put me on mute or tried to silence me. The next step is to go ahead and throw me in jail. That'll go ahead and seal the deal. We only have to worry about, lining up the candidates, Biden versus Trump at the end of this year, November 5th. You can go ahead and just give Donald Trump the keys to the White House, because he will be the president if this guy Juan Merchan decides that he's going to throw him in jail based off of, this gag order. It just doesn't make sense. We're seeing the political nature of this case, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts on this. We're seeing Donald Trump dangling that bait. He's dangling it right in front of that judge, Juan Merchan's face. He's trying to get him to lock him up so that all of America can see, and those who are still asleep to, the lies of the left, can now see straight through them and see that, there is a weaponization of the state coming about against this guy, Donald Trump. And it's only because of one reason. It's because of the presidency later on this year, guys. Definitely hop in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on this. Do you guys think Juan Merchan is going to pull the plug, actually go ahead and slap the cuffs on Donald Trump? Let me know in the comment section below, guys. This would be a huge hit for the left. Definitely let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. Also, make sure you guys hit that share button and share this out to as many Facebook friends as possible, guys. Share the truth. Also, make sure you guys hit that like button. It doesn't cost one thing, guys. Hit that like button for your boy, and also hit that subscribe button as we're on the road to the truth. Hop aboard for the journey. I'll catch you guys on the next week.